All right, y'all. We're at the racetrack. We're gonna go racing. I don't have new suspension and I don't have new tires, but I was tired sitting around and watching the cold weather just pass on by, so we're gonna go racing. And let's shoot for something lower than 1050s. All right, boys. Getting ready to make our first pass of the day. Probably gonna get whooped by this Mustang, but we're gonna leave when we want, because I want to be able to make sure that we get a solid pass on the trans brake. Not going to use the bump box. Left a little bit of tire smoke that time at least. Usually I don't. That's pretty good. And booked. What a pass. Good job. Good job. Oh my God. I'm shook. I'm shook. It didn't shake the tires. That's not funny, Peyton. That's not funny. But what a pass. 10.90. First pass, 10.90. Not bad, right? That's me? Yeah, that's me. Mile an hour is down a lot, 124. All right, boys. Gonna make another pass. Up the boost on the top end, so hopefully we can get a lower ET. But that short time was amazing, so we're gonna do the exact same thing. Do a good burnout and same RPM launch, same boost target launch, and then hopefully we get some more ET and mile an hour out of it. Oh, we're gonna race this power choke? I better not say that. I better not say that. This power stroke. I'm sorry. Not too bad, not too bad. And my boy is already staged up, so it looks like we're chasing. Uh-oh, something happened. That was weird. Okay, so if you know anything about like a fuel cut, when you get into too much boost or there's too much pressure, you know, like a factory ECU would do that. That's kind of what it felt like. Well, we know the car's got a good freaking short time. 146. 146. That car would have moved. What a short time. That's crazy. That's awesome. Now we just gotta find out what happened. Okay, so I think we're good to go. So I went over the logs. It basically had a fuel pressure warning, basically saying that not enough fuel pressure was being delivered. So we backed off the warning a little bit and we decreased the boost. So hopefully we can get a normal smooth pass, a little bit less boost. Instead of 27, we're gonna run 25, and we'll see what it does. It was a good burnout and a good launch. That 146 short time, if I can do that again, with it not fuel cutting, or yeah, basically not warning or doing anything like that, I should be a mid 10 second, low 10 second pass. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we have no issues. So go ahead and make another pass. Okay, GoPro ain't working again. You're gonna have to look at my pretty face. Just like last time. short time spinning, so not too bad. Mile an hour's there though, 130. So we just need the hook. We just needed the hook. 1083 though. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, back in the staging lanes. We're gonna make one more pass. Hopefully we can make a good one. And I'm gonna try and leave it around like 9 PSI rather than 10. See if it won't spin. The spin could have been like a fluke. It could have just had a little bit of water on it from the burnout not being good enough, but just in case, we'll leave on a little bit less pressure, see if we can get that 60 foot that we've been seeing all day. And yeah, hopefully it'll still run on the top end, which it should. Yeah. That was a bad pass. It blew the tires off. It happens. So, that was our last pass of the day. Did not go as planned. It blew the tires off. There was no recovery after that. I know a pass before that, I had smoked the tires a little bit and got back in it, and it still made a pass. It made, you know, a decent mile an hour, and, you know, gave us a little bit more data, but there was no recovery in this one. So yeah, blew the tires off, and we're not satisfied. So we're gonna go back out this week and make some more passes. But you know what? Nothing broke on the car. I picked up a wrench once to put the battery terminals on the battery, and that was it. So I would say it was all around still a pretty good day. The 60 foot, I'll show you in a second, was pretty insane. I'm pretty stoked on the 60 foot for the pass that we did get it to run. So, oh yeah, and I got one of these. I got my first one. This is cool. And then of course Dad's in the background, so that's kind of funny. But this is sick. You know, this is my first one, so it's kind of cool. January 30th. It's kind of a cool date. I don't know, but yeah, that's sick. All right, here's our ET slips. Here's our first run of the day with a pretty good short time, 154, and decent ET, you know, first pass. Lowered the boost a little bit on the top end so that we could at least make a good solid pass, and we sure did. 1090s, not too bad. Second pass, this is where we got one of our great 60 foots. Look at that, 146. This car is going to be a ripper once we get it to work right. But this is where boost cut came into play. So I don't think my injectors were supporting enough, and the duty cycle ended up being a problem. So the ECU said, hey, back off, and it pulled boost, and it kind of worked like a boost cut in a way. That's what it felt like to me, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And yeah, so obviously just ended that pass once it did that, but that was on a mission. That pass was on a mission. And then we got our third pass. This is where it left really good, but because the suspension kind of like unloaded the car a little bit into the pass, I think it kind of bucked forward and it picked the tire up, and then it just lit the tires up. But I stayed in it. I was able to gather it back. Obviously, that resulted in a slower 60 foot, and then we had more boost in the car. We had like 25 PSI. Backed off a little bit because of this issue over here, where this was at like 27 PSI. So we still got a decent mile an hour, 130. Now, I ran 132, 132 with my 1058 pass. So that's all in the same ballpark. We just need that 60 foot down. We get that 60 foot down, that's looking like a way lower 10-second pass. And then last pass of the day, super unfortunate. I was over here in the left, blew off the tires, and yeah, we did not get the pass we wanted on that one. But like I said, it happens. Car's not broke, and we're just gonna go again. Oh yeah, thanks for watching.
That doesn't make sense.